what's going on? So you're in the flooring industry or you're interested in starting a flooring sales company. Now, we're in the fourth quarter right now. You want to make a gang of money? This is the time of year where everybody just deploys every cent they have in their bank account, and you need to be on the receiving end of all that money. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to sell more, how to make more, and what to do with that money so you can go ahead and scale beyond all your competition and win this game. So what's good? It's Carpet Mike here from CarpetExpertBlueprint.com, bringing you the tips, tricks, and strategies to be more successful in the carpet and flooring industry, but we're talking about sales here, and more importantly, the way the game is structured now, you have to do shop-at-home sales, whether you like it or not. People are not going out and going into stores. Nobody wants to do that. If they're going out, they're walking in parks. They're definitely not trying to go into your brick-and-mortar store. Bring the goods to the client. Here's where I see a lot of people getting it confused, and it's okay, but you think that having every option under the sun is what the client needs, and it's not the case at all. The client does not want more because it's going to lead to tons of confusion. They need a few of each level of carpet or flooring, whatever you're pitching. So here's how I want you to structure things. Rather than bragging about we have thousands of samples we're going to bring right to your door, nah, not at all. You're going to set your carpet sample selection into 4 tier groups. So we got the cheap. This is your rental property type carpet. You want to carry 2 to 3 different sample lines of that. That's it. Next, we have our mid lines. This is like your builder grade, maybe a step above builder grade. You have that. And then you have good carpet. You have about 2 or 3 of these as well, and then you got your bangers, about 2 or 3 of those. You want to focus in on the marketplace's best sellers, and if you've been in the industry any term of time, you know the stuff that everybody's buying. That's all you want to carry. Now, when you bring this to the client's house, have them all pre-priced out and just lay them out in front of them. Always keep the client comfortable. Now, I'm going to speak more on carpet on this one. I'll do another one on vinyl plank flooring in a follow-up video, but when you're selling carpet here, your job is not to do color selection. Your job is to get the client into the best product, giving them the most bang for their buck, and I'm going to share a little trick you could do that your client will love you for, and you will make a bigger profit too. But back to what I was saying there. You're not here to go ahead and pick colors for them. That's their world, and whatever color they're into, it's your job to say, absolutely, that looks great. If you love that, let's go ahead and move forward with that, and if it fits your price point. Now, that may sound a little salesy, sharky here, but what someone loves and what you love is going to be 2 totally different things. If they're striking the check, you want to make sure they're comfortable striking that check for the product they had picked out here. So let's say you go into a house. I'm going to give you this scenario that's going to go ahead and boost your profits here, so pay attention to this. I had a client 2 weeks ago. Went into her house, sold her on a step above builder grade, right? And this is a product that we sell for $24 a yard, carpet padding and installation, right? She was sold on this, done deal. She says, I'm putting the house on the market, I'm dumping it. I said, well, if you're dumping it, I have a crossover product that I could put you into that's going to, and now this was 200 yards, by the way, I could do for $20 per yard. Now, the crossover product, we usually sell for $18 a yard. She was already sold at $24 a yard. So the product that I usually sell for $18, I was able to bump up to $20, and I was able to make $2 more per yard on my commission, which gave me a $400 bonus. My client, in turn, was able to bring her cost down to $800 in savings there. So we both won on this. Obviously, we're not telling the client our side. We just want them to win. So if they're already sold at $24 a yard, and only do this if you're slick, if you have a client sold and done, try not to manipulate the numbers or do any switch up, just boom, close that order out and deliver. Me, I've been in this a long time, so I know how to pivot, give the pitch properly, and things like that. If you don't know how, practice your pitch. When you're driving to job sites, always work on your slick words. Try to just focus on it. Bust out, look at me, I'm losing my words right here telling you how to learn how to do your pitch. But when you're driving to your job sites, seriously, just practice your pitch. If they say this, I'm going to come back with da. This will get you really good at this. But back to what I was saying. Client was already sold at $24 a yard on 200 yards. I have a product that looks exactly the same. Nobody would ever know the difference, but I always sell it for $18. I was able to bump it up to $20, and on that 200 yards, that $2 buffer gave me an extra $400. The client's price goes down $4 a yard by 200, so they saved $800. They absolutely love me. I absolutely love this scenario because my profit went up, and it's a win-win-win. But back to what we were saying in the beginning here, when you're doing shop-at-home sales, which if you're not doing that, you absolutely have to start doing that. Do not overwhelm the customer at all, because this is what will happen. They'll see so much selection, be like, I don't even know where to go with this. I'll call you back. We might do this. I'll call you back. But you blow the sale. If you don't close it on the spot, 90% of the time that sale is gone. So just show up with enough samples to go ahead and give them an option of the super cheap, the builder grade, the nice carpet, and then the smacker. And of course, they always go for the smacker right off the bat till you hit them with the price. And it depends on your client's financial situation. If they're in, they're in. If they're like, whoa, I say, well, hey, we could cross you over into this. Still a great product. You're going to get a lot of life out of this. But I can get you into this one for this. Oh, okay, that makes more sense to me. Boom, close them out there. Don't overwhelm your customer. Just hold their hand all the way to the end. And you are not in the business of color selection. When the client picks a color they like, awesome, that'll look great. And if it's really crazy, it's be like, oh, well, you got the wall color here. That'll pull this. And then you got the white baseboard to break it up. So boom, that's going to make it pop. Just cheeseball lines like that always work. So practice your pitch, don't overwhelm the client, and get good at your pitch so that you could switch numbers around and things like that, saving your client money and boosting your profit in the process. Any questions about the sales game in the carpet and flooring industry, go ahead and drop those comments down below. As always, I truly appreciate you tuning into this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.